It is the Transformers Legacy United Cybertron Universe Starscream. Yes, a very cool Starscream, but he's going to go up against somebody. He is going to go up against the original Cybertron Starscream. Yes, I have both of these guys. We're going to compare them bit by bit, and you get to decide which one is better. May the best Starscream win! Be right back. Alright, so they just recently released this brand new Legacy United version of Starscream from the Cybertron universe. And I haven't even broken them out of the box yet, but we're going to do that. And we're going to compare them to my original, who I have had since the old days. The old days of Cybertron. But we're going to break this out. Ooh, shitty piece of paper. Getting rid of that. But let's take a look first. We'll put the original aside for a moment and look at the upstart, who comes with instructions. And there he is in his prison, because he is like strapped down all over the place. And he's in pieces. Do you see that? He's in pieces. So, in case you weren't aware, not a lot is sticking out the back, but he's got a lot of pieces that get added onto this. Snippers. We're gonna get these pieces off. But one thing I've just found, which is interesting, he has a cyber key. It's a tiny little cyber key. I'm very excited, because he actually has a itsy bitsy cyber key. Woohoo! So does he. It's not as itsy bitsy either. I think that's kind of cool. I'm interested in seeing if that cyber key is more than just an accessory, because with a lot of the Armada stuff that they've put out in Legacy, they haven't had minicons, or if they have, the minicons didn't activate anything. So I am very curious to see if this activates anything. If it doesn't, so be it. But if it does, it would be cool. Now, there's skinny Starscream. He is very skinny, but we will build him up. I'm going to take a look at the instructions, see if there's any indicators of things that I might need to do, though I'm pretty sure I can figure out which goes on his arms here. And it looks like they can be removed afterwards, which is actually not a horrible thing. I mean, battle damage, stuff like that. And the cyber key, let's put that in, and I don't think it does anything. I think it's a placeholder. It's still nice that they gave it to us, but apparently he can hold that, and if he wants to store it on his back, he can plug it into his back and not have to carry it in case he's using other weapons. And it looks like you can take the cyber key and plug it into the gun. It doesn't do anything, but it looks interesting. So that's the accessories that come with Starscream. Let's take a look at him from all angles. He does look like a pretty badass bot. He's got these basically tail fin wings sticking out the back. He's got his arm attachments, which you don't need a key. Apparently, slide out and become blades. So that would be a good reason for him to store the gun on his back, which you can do even with a cyber key on it, so he can slash people with his blades. Kind of cool. However, now that we have seen him with his weapons and in all his glory, it's time to check out his posability. And yes, the very first thing I always do, I'm going to take the gun off his back, but I'll put the cyber key back in, just for shits and giggles. He can do his full Jean-Claude Van Damme. Very nice, very nice. Now, he does have ankle swivels, and I'm noticing that there's a little bit of movement here. That could be part of the transformation, but there's a little bit of movement here for part of his heel. But ankle swivels are good. He can kick forward, he can kick back, both pretty high, even higher in the back. He can kick off to the side, of course. He can do a split that way. He can bend at the knee, and he's got this nice little kneecap that can really cause some pain. And his leg swivels all the way around, so very nice Starscream. He also apparently does some twisting at the waist, but not all the way around. So this piece here interferes with him going all the way around. So he can twist somewhat, but not all the way, unless there's a way to move that piece, which I'm not seeing at this point. His arms can go all the way around, which is nice. Bends at the elbow. Now, he's apparently has a swivel, but because of these, unless you move them forward, he can't really swivel out to the side. But I suppose that's kind of cool that he can change the direction of his arm things, even though they come off. I'm not sure how I feel about that. His head, as I suspected, can turn all the way around. And that's pretty much it for posability. I mean, you can maneuver his tail fin wings back here, even bring them up if you want, and snap them together. That's really part of the transformation. In general, he would not have use for that, unless it's, raining. And even that, then it would have to be raining at an angle. So nah, that doesn't really help. Now the fists also do seem to twist. There's no articulated fingers, but you can twist the fists. So pretty posable. I like him. I like the faux cyber key. It even has a little molded, it's purple like his other weapons, but it has a little molded Decepticon symbol on it. And yeah, looking at him, Starscream himself, I'm trying to see, I don't see any Decepticon symbol on him. Interesting. No symbol for Starscream, except on the cyber key, unless it is suddenly revealed when he is in his vehicle mode, but I don't see how that could be. Fascinating, as Galvatron would say. All right, very cool bot mode, but let's take a look at the original. Before I forget, from shoulders to feet, he's about 7 inches, from head to feet, a little over 6. Almost 6.5, actually. Let's bring out the original Cybertron. All right, very cool as well. He does have a cyber key, but it does stuff. For example, if I put this in, he's got spring-loaded blades that fling out. So that is kind of cool. So cyber key with a Decepticon symbol on it, but it is not entirely purple, just a symbol. He also comes with this gun with a missile that actually fires pretty well, which is amazing for, you know, an American toy. So he's got the gun. Now his things don't come off. He actually came in one piece. And let's take a look at him all the way around. He's a little thicker than the Legacy version of Starscream, but he's very cool. Now let's get into the posability. This guy, he can do a full Jean-Claude Van Damme, but the problem is his big penis. No, his cockpit is that any better? Basically, he would flop backwards because it's so massive. Now, he was from the days before any type of ankle tilt, but you can still put him in a pretty wide pose and he can stand. He does have these heels that you can adjust if you need to, if you want to angle him a little bit better. And he can kick forward, and that's nice, just a new one. And he can kick backwards though, just about as good. And of course he can do side kicks. And when he needs, he's got a similar damage adding device right there on his kneecap. And he can also swivel all the way around. So pretty close, except for the ankle swivels. Now the arms here, you can put them all the way around. Okay, twisting at the waist, I didn't talk about that, but that's not happening. There's no twisting at the waist on this one, so that's a minus. But the arms can go all the way around. He can bend at the elbow, doesn't have a huge forearm there, and there's no swivel out. The head can turn all the way around, but a little less posability, but still a very cool figure. The way he's standing, he looks like he's winded. I was running for the bus. But I like him, and he's very stable. You can actually put him in a number of poses, and he will not flop over very easily. He can look up to the sky. I mean, I'm sure if I shake him enough, he'll fall over, but very cool version of Starscream. Both of them. I do have a lot of Starscreams, and let's put them next to each other so we can get a side-by-side view. So, we did not measure the original. The original is about 7 inches. Yeah, if we count from the top of his wings. So you can see side-by-side here. Definitely the original looks bulkier, more substantial, but the new one is kind of slim, and he's not that much of a twink. I mean, the lack of functionality for the cyber key, I mean, I wasn't really expecting it. It would have been nice. But there they are, both cool versions of Starscream. I can't say which one I like better. Definitely can't say until I transform both of them. I've obviously transformed this one. All right, let's get the new one in his vehicle mode. One last spin. He's pretty stable too. He doesn't seem to be about to fall over very easily. I'm assuming I put away the blades, and let's transform. Oh, his arms swivel too. Forgot to mention that. So that is the Legacy Cybertron Starscream in his vehicle mode. Interesting transformation, and there's a reason these move independently. Right, Sky? You saw that, right? It's definitely a bit of a different transformation, though some parts are very similar. There's only so much you can do when, you know, you're looking for a similar looking final result from a similar looking robot. But pretty cool. You can actually put his weapon here, or if you prefer, you can open this part up here and attach it inside somehow, and then close the doors so it's firing out the bottom, similar to the original. I actually kind of like the putting it up here, so that's what I would probably do. And of course, while he's flying, you can swing out his blades so he can attack with those, because, you know, jousting's a thing. Why not? So there he is. Now let's take a look at the original in his vehicle mode. So there is the original in his vehicle mode. Now this guy doesn't have any landing gear per se. There's actually a couple wheels right here and a wheel right here, so you can actually roll this guy down the runway if you want. I mean, he rolls better than some Siege, but he's not really supposed to roll. Some little differences, but very cool. Now I have noticed, putting them side by side, he's got these black guns here. They're in gray on the new one. So I didn't really notice them at first because of them blending in, but so of course when you put in the cyber key on this guy, you get your blades coming out. No real change there. But yeah, they're both nice looking planes. You can definitely see the new one is a bit darker of a shade of gray, whereas the original is a bit lighter, but very similar in shape. You cannot take this gun and put it here. You can still launch it. So it's only underneath, but it fits in very nicely right there. And yeah, I mean, the new one from tail fin to nose is slightly over 7 inches, whereas the original slightly over 8. So definitely some more bulk in the original. But both neat figures. I mean, this guy's got it on posability. This guy's got it on pure intimidation, even if he is Starscream. But yeah, the faux key is kind of hilarious. But I like both these guys. And the lucky thing for me is I don't have to try to figure out which one's better, because that's your job. Let me know in the comments which one you think is better, or if you like them both. That's fine, that's valid. And yeah, there are some differences with the canopy. This one's a little more indented. I don't know, I kind of like the older one better, but they both have pluses, they both have minuses. You have to weigh them out. That's what your job is. Wahahaha. Ease. Starscream. Anyway, I will put links to both of these in the description. You're probably gonna have to go to eBay for this one. This one you can hopefully find at retail. I mean, you can visit your local stores and support them if you'd like, or links in the description if you prefer to just have them sent to you, which is also perfectly valid. And I really hope you're enjoying these versus videos as much as I do. It's kind of neat to explore two versions of the same character from different time periods. That's also why I do evolution videos. And while you're mulling over which one is better, and if you want to get the new one or the old one, or if you already have some, whatever your situation is, you can check out this video over here, which is actually two other Starscreams. It is the original versus the new retro Starscream that was released not that long ago by Walmart. It's fun to watch. And we will see you next time. As always, have fun and good hunting.